Ever wondered how to create an ad campaign that truly resonates? In this video, I'll walk you through how we crafted the perfect ad campaign for Vivo using powerful visual metaphors. I'm Nitish Parakil, and with over 15 years of experience in advertising and filmmaking, I've directed more than 150 TV commercials, including for brands like Vivo, Uber, Abbott, Times of India, and many more. Let me show you how to use visual storytelling to create impactful campaigns that stick with your audience. Stay tuned to learn how you can apply these techniques to your own projects. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going behind the scenes of one of our most exciting projects for Vivo using the power of visual metaphors. This was a film designed to highlight the incredible features of Vivo's smartphone cameras, particularly the Zeiss lens. We wanted to create something that wasn't just visually stunning, but also emotionally resonant. Let's dive into how we achieved that. So let's start with the concept we received from the client. The script for the Vivo photography film was all about celebrating the beauty of the world through the lens of their cameras. The idea was to convey that while nothing can truly capture the world like the human eye, Vivo's camera can come incredibly close. Our job was to bring this concept to life through a compelling visual story. The first step was to identify the core visual metaphor I wanted to use. In this case, I chose light and shadow as our primary visual line. Light represents clarity, insight, and vision for me, qualities that align perfectly with the advanced camera technology Vivo offers. Meanwhile, shadows and depth, mystery, and emotion, enhancing the cinematic quality of the film. But the real star of the show was the eye. I use the eye as a metaphor for the camera lens, a powerful symbol that connects human perception with technology. So I started the film with our protagonist, a female engineer at Vivo, stepping into the light as the camera tracks towards her face very slowly. We transition into a close-up of her eye, which seamlessly morphs into the camera lens.
Closer to it by creating cameras that are extensions of the eye itself.
I didn't want to make a cut in this particular shot, which was a little bit challenging for my cinematographer, because what I wanted was a seamless transition moving from wide and moving closer into the eye, which has got its own technical challenges. For example, the steadiness of the movement, because eye being small and the kind of lensing that we would use. It was quite exciting and challenging, if I may say that, and to figure out how are we going to achieve that shot. If you really look at the shot, it is also one single shot of the character coming into the light. So there is that exposure thing that we were trying to achieve. And the camera is tracking in and tracking in and tracking in, going all the way to the macro close of the iris, right? So this is one continuous shot. And of course, then there was also the edit decision that I was thinking that if I do take such a long tracking shot, how will I use it in the edit? But I think it played out right, and I think it looks good. But please take a look and do comment what you think about it. Metaphors, right? What I've done is I've taken the camera lens and I've created a visual metaphor of an eye, right? What I've done is, because it's about photography, I've taken two biggest principles in photography, right? Light and shadow. I've taken that as a principle and I've applied that into the entire filmmaking craft, right? I've also used colors. There's a video that I made about color psychology and how psychology affects effective filmmaking in commercials. I've used colors in this film as well. If you have noticed the evocative colors that I've used throughout the film.
We dive deeper into innovation,
how each of them dictate a certain metaphor as well, right? This transition wasn't just about showing the technology, it was about creating a visceral connection between the viewer and the product, right? And also this morphing into the camera lens was something that we had to blend in the live action with the 3D aspect of it. Post-production was pretty intense, but this was planned way before the shoot. Next, we focused on showcasing the Zeiss lens and its capabilities, right? After the eye to lens transition, we cut to an animation that highlights the intricate design of the Zeiss lens. This was followed by a series of rich, colorful, evocative visuals, each one showcasing the kind of award-winning photography quality that Vivo's cameras are capable of. From culturally significant portraits to breathtaking landscape, every shot was designed to make you feel like you are seeing the world through the eyes of an artist. I wanted to create imageries which were evocative, right? Which were visceral, which could move the audience. So some of these imageries were, first it was photography, and then I actually went about recreating this as a video. The transitions were key to maintaining the flow and emotional impact of the film. We used seamless transitions to move from one particular image to the next. For example, a matchstick lighting up the darkness, right?
See brighter.
You'll see how it transitions from darkness to a young man's face getting illuminated by the light, which again dips back into the darkness to reveal a child taking the first steps in the next shot. These transitions not only kept the narrative moving but also reinforced the themes of connection, continuity, and the passage of time. To make any seamless transitions is not easy, right? It requires tremendous amount of planning. As a director, you need to know how the visual flow is going to connect at an edit. There's another video that I made. If you're a beginner filmmaker, you should definitely check that one out. The 10 mistakes that beginner filmmakers make. I will give you the link to this particular video. You should check it out because planning is extremely essential. There's a masterclass that I did on 30-second storytelling because this is specific to how we can achieve shots and how we plan the shots to tell the story in 30 seconds or a shorter duration. Anything which requires seamless transition requires tremendous amount of planning and working with your cinematographer to understand what the cut point is. See, the most essential part there is the cut point. And what is the start point and the cut point? If you know the start point and cut point, whether it is a wiping the lens or whether it is moving into, is it a whip pan or is it a, eye to eye or whatever transitions that you are using, it needs to be pre-planned and it needs to be composed. When you do Reiki and when you do blocking, it's extremely important that you block it and probably, if required, rehearse it with a talent so that the time is not wasted during the shoot. But we didn't just want to show the camera technical prowess, we wanted to tell a human story also, right? That's why we chose to end the film by revealing that our protagonist is an engineer at Vivo. We see her capturing stunning visuals of a starlit night, emphasizing that the technology they are showcasing was created by real people with a passion for innovation.
Vivo brings the world in your hands as your eyes can see. Now you imagine.
The final shot zooms back into her eye, bringing the film in a full circle and leaving the viewers with a sense of awe and connection. Thanks to the team at FCB, I had a fantastic time working on this script. The client that I worked with, they let me exercise my creativity and to tell a story that I wanted to portray from the script that I received and the treatment that I wanted to apply for this particular film. And so I'm quite grateful for the team to provide me the opportunity and be there for me. And I think it ultimately what we created was truly exceptional and we were all very kicked about it. So that's a feeling that everybody took away once the shoot was over. We were celebrating. So that's a fantastic feeling by end of the project, right? This campaign was all about using visual metaphors to create a narrative that resonates on multiple levels. By connecting the human experience with cutting-edge technology, we were able to craft a film that not only highlights the features of the Vivo camera, but also evokes a deep emotional response. That's how we crafted the perfect ad campaign for Vivo using visual metaphors. It was a challenging but incredibly rewarding project that pushed us to think creatively about how we tell stories to visuals. If you enjoyed this behind the scenes look, give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into filmmaking and advertising. Until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and remember, the best stories are the ones that connects us. See you in the next one.